What is a clear sign that someone liked you, but you didn't realize until later? There are 4 reasons why someone would be staring at your face for a prolonged period of time. 1. You look like someone they know, and they are trying to figure it who. 2. You have an interesting feature on your face, or are shockingly ugly. 3. You are directly in front of them, and they are zoned out. 5. You are attractive to them. She yelled date me after I walked away from her one time. I thought she was joking. Haha. Keeps walking away while for some reason ruminating about how she says she was just joking. Something that would absolutely not happen, but your mind hates you. Man. Lately I'm just so horny all the time. I wish I were joking. Dawn. That was her name. Met her in college as we were in a class together. If you were all watching us like a TV show, you'd be screaming at me at all the damn signs she was giving me. I was oblivious to every damn one of them. Part of the reason is I felt a bit disoriented after serving in the Navy for 4 years, putting me older than most other students, and another because I never, ever would think a girl would be that interested in me. The worst part about all of this, she told me the last day of the semester before she left the college for one closer to home. Her words. Exactly. I loved you the first day I met you because you seemed so different, charming, and grown up. But I hated you didn't see how much I loved you. Here's another token of that love. Apostrophe. Then she leaned up, kissed and hugged me, and left crying, making it hurt even worse as I actually liked her too. She was cute, smart, and caring. I don't have regrets in my life. But my goodness. I so ducking wish a time machine were real so I could undo the hurt this girl went through at my expense. I still remember you, Dawn. Even after all these years. That's how much you meant to me. Damn dude. F. Dang. You are going to make me cry. She would always find an excuse to sit close to me. I myself am guilty of that lol. While talking in a group, they pay the most attention to you and try to ask for small favors. This always happens to one of my friends who is a straight up asshole. Love the dude, but has an asshole. Every time we're in a group setting, all the females flock to him for small favors. It's incredibly aggravating because has already taken and doesn't want any of them. Then there's the rest of us, all single, utterly alone. Classic. Why are you friends with someone who is an asshole? A girl I had a crush on wanted me to hide in a closet with her in her bedroom to scare her friend. Waited in there for like 10 minutes and her friend never came into her house. I think she wanted me to make a move. No correction. She wanted you to make a move. Do you have a boyfriend/girlfriend? Apostrophe. My ducking crush asked me this is 6th grade. Lucky your crush noticed you at all. She asked me to prom. Still didn't pick up on it. Not always the case cause the girl I asked to prom is my best friend, and she still is. And I didn't want her to be more than that. Girl lived across the hall in my college dorm. She came over in just her new push-up bra to see what I thought of it. The only reason I turned my computer on today was to see if you demoed me. Apostrophe. In my defense, I had asked her out a few times already, but she had told me she was busy each time. I took what I thought was a hint, but I later found out she had legitimately been busy each time. Unfortunately, by then she had already started dating the guy she's now married to. I don't know, man. If she wanted to date you, she would've said, let's do it another time, or scheduled something with you. I feel like she was just a misleading bitch. Excuse the French. 300% this. Just say no. Spares everyone. Don't play games. Making a beeline to sit on my lap on multiple nights out. Repeatedly asking for my help with buying stuff on eBay. Inviting me specifically to a party at the end of our first year at uni. Those are just the ones I remember in hindsight. Teenage me was about as attentive as a concrete bollard. All the more annoying, since she was just the right sort of quirky and weird. And I'd have been all about her in a heartbeat if I'd realized. We were watching TV at her house, just us on the couch, and some character in the show said something I can't even remember now, and she said to me, if we ever have sex. That's how I'm going to describe it. I think I just chuckled and said, oh really? And that was pretty much it. We hung out a few more times and didn't do anything, and eventually she ghosted me and moved to another town. I'm a ducking idiot. She hurt from the rejection and had to cut you off to get over you. If someone texts you every day, you know. My lizard brain had a 3-month brain fart and did not realize till it was too late. Gets texts every day. It's from your parents. Hey daddy. Picture this. I'm a shy girl in high school. There's this cute guy that always want to walk me home / talk to me after school. I find it weird. Especially because I live super close to the school. It's not a long walk and it's not on his way. Because I'm shy and awkward and I don't understand why he wants to talk to me. I always try to leave school super fast so he doesn't find me. Fast forward 3 years later, sitting in a uni class, I realize that I was a socially awkward idiot. Lol, you literally ran from the poor bugger. I saw him recently. He didn't see me. He was with friends. And let me tell you, mistakes were made on my part. He just became hotter. When someone leaves a heart as a reaction to your post, does it have any meaning? As a guy, I often leave hearts on the posts of my guy friends. I feel a little bit weird about leaving a heart on girls' posts who are my friends. If they were guys, I would click love the shit out on their ideas. If it's a girl in a relationship, I feel comfortable clicking that heart button. When it's a girl that I'm interested in, I feel creepy. Because whenever I do it, Facebook ends up showing me all her posts, and she has a string of 10 posts which I've left a heart reaction to without a break. So nowadays I don't really do it. I also feel easier about doing it on people who have few reactions. If a person has 500 loves and laughs and likes, my reaction makes no difference. That's pretty much every girl. Me piling up as just one sausage out of the other 499 at the sausage family party on Thanksgiving. When a guy posts and he has 5 likes, I can make his day by leaving a heart. 3. When she said, "Yay, my boobs are big. You can grab them," I wouldn't care. I laughed. WTF. Brew up. Once a girl took me to my favorite tea place, bought it for me. Then we went thrifting and she bought me buttons in a jar. And I still didn't get it, lol. And she sat very close to me and even wrapped her arm around my shoulders, but nope. Her efforts failed so hard. Holy shit, she bought you the whole place. I smoked cigarettes as a teen. One weekend at the beach I was hanging with a couple of girls I met who also smoked. I thought one of them in particular was very pretty. Later that night she was smoking a cigarette and asked me if I wanted a shotgun. I had just finished a cig, so I declined, not even considering that she wasn't really offering me secondhand smoke, but rather an excuse for me to make a move. Oblivious. We never did kiss. Nice. Shotgunning was always with pot smoking for me. A bit more gross with nicotine, but still just as valid of a sign. Oh my god. So gross with nicotine. She always tried to correct my behavior almost like a mother, but not in a creepy way. And she somehow always managed to be in my general vicinity. I didn't see it at the time, but she would cop an attitude when other girls talked to me. Well, he sent me a picture of a cute dog that said, "Even upside down you're my whole world. I love you so much," and then added, "That's true." He also asked what would happen if he'd ask me out. Other time he tried to get my opinion whether getting pizza together would count as a date. There was also that time when he told me I'm the best girl he knows. So yeah, I didn't catch on that. Well, in the end he asked me out, and that's when I understood that he kept throwing hints at me. He's an amazing boyfriend. Oh ho. For once a girl missing hints. Let's celebrate. And mourn too. Now it's too late. She is married, and I'm single. It is what it is. C'est la vie. They want to spend time with you. People don't realize this. Think about it. If there's someone out there you don't care about seeing or hanging out with, you'll find reasons not to do it because there are other things you want to do with your time. If someone continues to want to hang out with you and see you, it's because they enjoy the time they spend with you. I honestly used to just figure they were desperate. I didn't have the best self-esteem back then. On the flip side, I personally encountered a girl that didn't show any obvious signs, but found out from her years later that she did like me the day we met. One of my close friends literally told me that she was into me at one point, but at the same time I was into someone else. That someone else already had a BF, and my friend moved on from me. So now I have nobody. F bro. I'm still good friends with her though. Just always wondering what could've been. He borrowed one of my notebooks, and when he returned it, it was full of silly drawings. Apparently I didn't pay much attention to them, and responded by drawing a picture of him getting a drumstick shoved up his butt. Maybe a full decade later I noticed that one of his drawings was stick person him kissing stick person me. Turns out we'd both had crushes on each other. We were old maid, like, the best couple, but our self-esteem was too low to think the other person liked us back. I wish I could provide a cute ending, but nah, we married other people and didn't find out until a few years afterwards. Not that it's a bad thing at all, but I'm sad for my high school self. Close bracket. TLDR, he drew a picture of him kissing me in my notebook. My dumbass responded with a drawing of him getting a drumstick shoved up his butt. For me, it was my girlfriend at the time's younger sister. There were 3 different occasions. The first 2 happened while my girlfriend wasn't in the room, and the last one happened when the sister and her boyfriend were on the couch. Here they are. 1. My girlfriend had gone upstairs to her room to do something, and me and her sister were in the living room. She was a volleyball player and saying her back was sore. She asked me to rub it for her. Being the nice guy I am, I obliged. She was seated on the floor and I was on the couch, so she sat between my legs and I rubbed her shoulders and back down to her ass. Did not touch her ass though. About 30 minutes of this. She sweetly thanked me and then got up. She had on a pair of royal blue shorts, and when she stood up I could see what looked to be a wet spot where the wet spot should be. It was a really darker blue than the rest of her shorts. It took me around 10 years to realize she had soaked through her panties and shorts as I rubbed her back. 2. We were out at the pool in their backyard, and again it was just me and her. She had on a bikini and the body to go with it. We were discussing how the pool drain system works. God knows why. And she got down on her hands and knees with her ass up in the air and looked over her shoulder at me, pretending to look at the drain, and gave me the greatest smile. My memory of this is so clear. It's actually a fetish for me when looking at porn. Lol. 3. She was making out with her boyfriend on the couch with a skirt on and was in cowgirl position, all clothes on. She looks over at me sitting in the chair across the room and pulls her skirt up past her ass, showing me her black and white laced panties. My girlfriend came downstairs a little after that and she readjusted her clothing. I can't really count this as a missed sign because it was pretty obvious, but it just added to the rest. All this being said, I'm a total idiot for missing these signs. However, I never pressed with my girlfriend's sister and was actually married to this girlfriend for 20 years. We divorced and a few years later her sister sent me a friend request on Facebook where we interact occasionally. I'm married again, so I have no plans to play with this girl, but the guy in me just goes ugh whenever I think about her. After a week of ducking my ex, I was starting to think she liked me. A few months later, I knew for sure I was right. Wait, dude, it's kinda obvious you're a bit young. Been looking through your posts and comments. When her friends go get the car, so you two can keep walking and talking around the harbor. I wish I realized it then. In high school, she was gorgeous. She ended up wearing my leather jacket and said I was mysterious and hot. Apostrophe. I just thought she was being nice. Sigh. I was way too shy to do anything about it. My boss's face became red and had the biggest smile ever when I talked about inviting her to the dinner I was going to have for my birthday. She also became extremely sad when I said that I liked another woman. It wasn't until I stopped liking the other woman that I realized that my boss liked me. Worst part is that the other woman didn't care for me in that sense at all. She is still a good friend though. Someone gives obvious hints and tells me they love me. Oblivious me who has had to make the first move all the time. I like you funny words magic man. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.